So, with it looking like Pervader done deal, let's talk about missed targets and somebody who, Danny, apparently we missed out on. Hello and welcome to the video. You could like, share and subscribe to the channel. Much appreciate it. Liking help the algorithm, sharing gets in front of people on Facebook, subscribing let me know you like the channel. Hit that notification bell to let you know when video go live. So, Danny had the situation where we kind of turned around and said, why doesn't he use some of the Bundesliga like people like Bayern Munich and stuff like that? Or now people have been saying, what about Barca with him being really good friend with Hansi Flick? And stuff. And if you actually look at it a minute, the work they've done so far have been good. We've got 9 players in, which is good to have in, and it's good to have them ready and raring to go. Now, you got to remember, while Danny's been away, it'd be interesting to see if we looked at anyone over in Germany while we've been there. If you have a look, we looked at Sven Ingolson, who came in, and is there any that have come that haven't come off? And we've been looking at, and it's interesting to see what we might have been looking at. And he goes on to say this to the start: we were looking at for some loan from the Bundesliga, but this is sometimes not possible. They might go from a big club to a Stuttgart, for example. Stuttgart are playing in the Champions League. They're the player we were interested in. We had a good talk, but this is normal. We have a look at ESC. This is also important. What is possible and what is not possible. A loan is also nice to have. It's important for us, and it will be important this season. But we also sign players to us. There are our players with what we need. We need to see what there is at the end. Now, here's the thing: you've got to look at what we could have looked at and got, and he didn't really. Danny was well short of naming names, but if you think about Bayern Munich to Stuttgart last month, a left-footed defender was someone who was apparently there, and it looked like Fabian Rieder, a lively attacking midfielder. Only other player that had been loaned to Stuttgart this summer from French club Rennes. So you've got this thing where that makes sense where you're looking at who it could be. If you're putting 2 and 2 together and playing a bit of detective work, that looks like it could be the player we were looking at. So again, look at the position though. It's an attacking midfielder. So we are still looking at attacking midfielders. We're still trying to make sure we get the right people in. And the thing is, yeah, missing out on Pervader is a blow. I wouldn't say it's a big blow, but it's a blow. And it's one of those things where I really want to see what happens and how we move in the net kind of thing to go, right, we've missed out on him. Who are we going to? I know we've been linked with Dembele. I know we've been linked heavily with Ugbo. And we all want Ugbo to come off. But you have to look further afield, because if something doesn't come off or something doesn't work, you have to go to the next line of your list. And we are used to this. This happened a lot in January, where first target didn't pay off. We had to go down the list and get next, second or third or fourth target. Now, it's the same thing. Now, we do have 9 players in. So, again, I'm not too concerned about it also having 9 players in. At the end of the day, having 9 players in helps a hell of a lot, because it means we've done a lot of our business early. There's not many clubs that have done a busy summer transfer window as we've done so far, and a lot of people are starting to get moving now, and you have to take it a little bit of pinch of salt. Like some teams are going to be moving faster than others, so there is that part of it that you've got to weigh into. But if we can get our business starting to go again, and again, I had a funny feeling we weren't going to be making any transfers while we were away in Germany. I just had this funny feeling it wasn't going to happen. I thought we'd probably do some business when we get back, and I think we get back Saturday. But why has that light gone out? That light shouldn't have gone out. There we go. So we'll see what happens here. But you've got to remember, if you lose one target, you have to then go really quick onto the next one. The fact that we've looked at Bundesliga and it looks like it's Fabian Rieder, I can't, Rieder, player, it could have been him when you look at going to Stuttgart and stuff like that. It could have been that player. But you have to see what's available. We want people like to look at like Bundesliga, other elsewhere, and go in different positions. But you have to start looking at different places. Because if you have a look at it, we were looking at one point, we looked at the lad who was at AS say Ant, Mikel Nadei. And that one went no. And again, another one that didn't happen because he got the deal he wanted. It was like they really did have a look at things. And he said he's happy to be back with the club. He's happy to be who he is, playing for his homegrown talent as well like that. And it was one of the things where you could have seen him coming in. Now, we have got 9 players in, so I'm not that worried kind of thing because 9 players in. We have got 18 days till the season starts. We do need to start picking some more players back up, but I think it's a case of making sure the right one, maybe doing some loans from the Prem, maybe a loan from Bundesliga. That might be something that happens. You never know. But I am getting to the point where I'm not concerned or worried, but I do want to see a little bit more progress again because it does feel like it's gone a little bit quiet, but I think we'll be fine. But the only thing you've got is they say someone comes in for, say, Troy's Ugbo, who are willing to just hit them with their valuation straight up and go, there you go, we want him done. You then got to go, okay, we have to look elsewhere. Because I don't think we're going to hit their valuation what they want. Even if we add if they can have it where it's not have to have with add-ons and a payment structure and they get it straight up front, they'll take that every day of the week. We would take that every day of the week. So it's one of those things. I'm being interested to see what happens. I like to see us do some loans and stuff. And other leagues as well to see what we can get done. But you've got to make sure it's right, got to make sure the paperwork's fine. And if we can get something done, then fantastic. But the fact that we got that link up with the Bayern link up, it sounds very, very, very interesting. But we did lose. It sounds like we lost a bid for a Bayern Munich player. And at the end of the day, that is always exciting when you could maybe tap into that academy and bring them in. And having him know what he knows with the Red Bull connection. Maybe there's some people in the Red Bull organization as a whole who we could look at. You've got to be careful with that one as well because of the whole link up with Leeds now. They may want to, I'm not saying they want to like stop that because they wouldn't, but you've got to be careful that link up with Lee. Lee could be hit with a lot of loans from Red Bull clubs in the next couple of seasons. So be wary of that. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully Wednesday get some stuff done. But I still don't think we're getting anything done until we get back from pre-season, from the German trip. I just have this funny feeling anything that'll get done is when we're back in the UK. All the speculation gone a little bit quiet, so we'll see what happens. Maybe there's something due, and it's just the quiet. It's the quiet before the storm, and then we're going to get bang, bang, bang again. But we'll see.